Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Rando Geek. We have a news update regarding Comcast. The article is coming from Cord Cutters News. I will link it down for you in the description as a reference. But Comcast is basically saying they're going to lose more customers than Wall Street anticipated. So investors knew they were going to lose customers because this is what's been happening. They've been in a downward trend for years now as pay-per cable TV has kind of been fizzling out. I'm putting it politely. It's dying, right? Nobody really is paying for it anymore. They've been able to kind of retain some of their clientele, but there's not really many customers that are eager to jump in and sign up. There are some customers that have left other cable companies. Maybe they had reasons to come to Comcast because maybe there was some enticing deals at the moment. Maybe the service was working better for them in their area. Maybe they were able to bundle up, get internet, plus get cable, get a good, nice package going for the family. But, costs are just too much. Budgeting is getting tighter and tighter for many families and households. So when push comes to shove, families got to cut back on expenses for things that they don't need, and they're looking for alternatives. And, well, that's pretty much what's happening here with Comcast. They're set to lose apparently as much as 372,000 customers by the end of this year, and maybe even more. Okay, that could be over, they're saying. All right, and this, of course, as cord cutting 2.0 grows. Like I said, people are just not dealing with it. And it's not just cable anymore that people are leaving. They're also looking for alternatives to internet. So that's where a lot of this is actually coming from. Customers they don't care about cable. And if the internet price isn't enough value for them, if they're not getting enough, well, they're going to look for alternatives. And that's exactly what's happening here. So as a result of this, they're saying Comcast shares have tumbled nearly 10% after they've projected a significant loss in broadband subscribers for the current quarter. They're saying this is a gloomy outlook coupled with ongoing challenges in the cable TV market has fueled investor concerns about the media's giant future. Dave Watson, who is the president and CEO of Comcast Cable, revealed during a meeting at UBS Media Conference that the company expects to lose well over 100,000 broadband subscribers in the fourth quarter of 2024. This figure surpasses Wall Street's expectations, which they had projected a loss of around 63,000. So we're looking at, what is it, like 37,000 or just about more than they anticipated. So this would bring a total of internet losses on Comcast to over 372,000 in 2024, 65,000 in Q1, 120,000 in Q2, and 87,000 in Q3, and now possibly 100,000 in Q4. They're saying, of course, this comes as cord cutting 2.0 continues to grow. Many Americans are ditching their traditional internet services for new ones like 5G home internet. So increased competition and market challenges are directly what Comcast is blaming this on. They're saying there's intense competition. They're saying that the broadband market has become increasingly competitive with mobile carriers like Verizon, T-Mobile, and at&t offering attractive 5G home internet options. Then they are saying, seasonal trends like going back to school deals. So they're saying the fourth quarter typically sees lower broadband subscriber additions compared to the third quarter, which benefited from back to school and promotional activities. They're also saying hurricane impacts could be part of this as well. 2 major hurricanes in the southeast disrupted service and likely contributed to subscriber loss. So maybe many customers felt like Comcast is just not reliable enough. Why am I paying so much money? I might as well go with cheaper alternatives like 5G home internet, being that it was most likely available in their area, and they'll get more benefits to do it. So there's a lot of things that always come into play. When you have companies, especially this time of year, when you have companies like T-Mobile, at&t, and Verizon offering 5G home internet solutions at possibly a better price, standalone price, right? Just off the bat, their standalone price might be a better value than, say Comcast's. And then if you bundle, like most of us, most families have either T-Mobile, AT&T, or Verizon as their carrier. There's only a handful of people, when you really break it down, that are using MVNOs. It's starting to grow. That number is growing. But initially, when you do the math and you take the sum of all the people that have cell phone service, most of them, especially if they're on family plans and they have a large amount of people on the lines with them, are choosing one of the big three carriers. It's usually going to be T-Mobile, AT&T, or Verizon, depending on what deal they got, what service works best for them in their area, and all of that takes into place. So now, if you take that into equation, that perhaps you're getting a better deal with 5G standalone deals for your home internet. Now, if you have one of the carrier's cell phone services, you're going to get an even better deal, right? They're going to discount that even more. So you'll get better pricing because you're bundling. And as a new customer, even existing customers reap benefits, right? If you upgrade to more expensive plans, tiers. But new customers going to, say, T-Mobile or Verizon will get great perks, right? You'll either get a $150 gift card, or you'll get that plus a new TV or smart home security system or, Xbox, right? I mean, they're giving you perks and reasons to sign up. So if you're already sick of the old way of doing it through traditional cable companies like Comcast or Spectrum, of all of that, if you've already been bored, tired, and falling asleep with their service, maybe the customer service isn't that good for you, and there's just really no reason to keep it around. If you're paying too much money, this is where it's going. A lot of people are scratching their head saying, why am I still paying for this? I don't watch cable. I don't need it. There's so many free alternatives. Now I can get 5G home internet service. I can get a better deal on my cell phone bill if I bundle up. And, I can get money, like a free gift card or free, Xbox, which maybe it's not for you, but maybe if you have kids, maybe your kids will use it, right? So like, there's just so many reasons why people are just cutting the cord and they're getting rid of it. And it's getting really hard for companies like Comcast, Spectrum, DirecTV. It's just getting hard. Dish is on its last limb, right? We're all waiting to see how hard Dish is going to fall, especially with the deal of DirecTV between them, that deal breaking down because of the debt situation with DirecTV, with Dish. It's just so much that DirecTV doesn't even want to deal with it, So this is what I'm talking about. Like, who wants to deal with it? What happens if Comcast continues to spiral down? They could make a deal with Dish, maybe. Would it be worth it? I don't know. Probably not. They're both like two dying companies. So it's like no one really has any pull there. No one would really help each other if they got together. It's not really a good enough deal. But this is where we're going, right? This is where it's heading. Just an update if you guys follow it, if you're interested in hearing about Comcast and where it's heading. It's going to continue to trend down unless something significant happens, unless they cut prices significantly lower, add more perks and benefits for customers. Of course, they're going to do everything they can to try to retain. I'm sure deals are going to be going out to their current customers to keep them satisfied, to keep them hanging on with them. But as far as new customers, they're really going to have to. They're going to have to come down. They're going to have to come down. They might have to skim for a bit if they haven't already, because I'm sure they feel like they're skimming. Many feel like they could definitely do better in pricing, that they're just being greedy. And I think for a while they can probably do that. They can skim. They can take less profit. CEOs can take less bonuses at the end of the year. Just tighten the belt a little bit and maybe it'll help. But either way, it's still going to be tough because Cord cutting is just the way it is. People like that flexibility and that freedom to just cancel whenever they want. Many people don't like being locked in with bundles. Some people are okay with it. Many of us don't like it. Myself personally hate it. Hate being tied in to one of these companies. I love the freedom and flexibility of just, if I don't want to use the service, I'm up to date, I'm paid in full, I don't have to deal with nothing, and it feels great. But again, it really depends on the type of person you are. You might be okay with it. It doesn't bother you being locked in because you love the service so much anyway. Well, those are the customers Comcast, Spectrum, and all these companies want. They want customers that want to stick around for the long haul, but things are getting pricey. Service isn't as good as it used to be. And this is where we're at. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to get back to you. As always, thank you for stopping by and watching. Hopefully you enjoy the news on this channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.